Good, beautiful morning, everybody. Welcome to the Wednesday edition of Shortcuts for Your Soul. My name is William Michael Forbes. I'm a spiritual medium, a channel, and an intuitive life coach. Today is Wednesday, October the 18th, 2023. And I have with me today the energy of my incredible guardian angel, John, who's been with me since I was about 20 that I know of. So he's been with me for 43 years now. Well, 44 actually. He wanted to talk a bit about when life began from the perspective of a personality, of when you as a soul, when your life actually began in this world, the life that you're in right now, when it actually begins. This is different than biological life, which begins at the moment of conception. Biological life begins at the moment of conception, where two opposing polarized energies, masculine and feminine, come together and create a new space for a physical human body to exist. The life that John's talking about is the life of your soul. Your soul. When does your life as a soul begin? When you are in a physical embodiment. And he said, your life begins at the moment you begin to evaluate and reflect upon yourself as an awareness. That you learn to make distinctions between the content of your mind and your emotions and your thoughts, and you begin to make distinctions between you and these instruments of creation. You are a creator. You will always be a creator. Even in the confusion and distraction of your mind and your environment, you are always a creator. And when you can discern the distinction between yourself, your thoughts, your memories, your emotions, and your body, when you can consciously make that distinction that these are instruments that you have to employ into your function of creation, that is when you begin. That is when you begin. That is when your life begins. The moment you realize you are a conscious intelligence in possession of a mind, a body, with access to unlimited energy to affect a process of creation, to learn and become as that which created you, to learn and become as that which created you. The ultimate bliss is that moment of realization where you recognize you and the Creator are one. And only about a handful of you have come to that understanding. But your life began the moment you realized that your thoughts, your memories, your emotions are not the sole locus of your identification of yourself, but that you as a reflection of consciousness, of awareness, able to evaluate, weigh, measure, utilize, alter, change thought. In that moment, you are now the creator awakened. Many of you are struggling with the belief that you think you are your thoughts, and you are your memories, and you are your emotions. Nothing can be further from the truth. These are structures of energy and information that allow you to create experiences, thought, memory, emotion. You can use them to create conditions, but you are not bound by them as the only source of creative manifestation. That is, you can create outside the framework of what you know in your mind, what you remember in your mind. You can create imaginatively. You can create through inspiration. You can create through visualization. You can imagine things that do not exist in your life. And through your intensity of imagination, bring that which was not there before into your life. Your life began when you become a creator consciously. Now, the very first time I heard John's voice, I was literally standing on the edge of a bridge, and I was about to jump off. And when he said to me, "Don't jump," and I heard his voice, and I turned to look around to see if anybody was there, there was nobody there. There's cars going by honking their horns because I was standing on the ledge of the bridge. And he said, "Get down, go to the payphone and call this phone number and ask this man." And I did that, and it completely changed my life, completely. I experienced something outside of anything I'd ever known. I heard a voice that was invisible to my eyes, but not to my hearing. I heard this voice. And that moment, something outside of what I knew happened. My life began that day when he spoke to me. Something outside of what normally happens happened. And I began to question. And that led me, of course, to following his instruction, which led me to another person, that led me to a book, that led me to studying, that led me to new ideas and information that I had never considered before. Your life begins the moment you begin to consider something other than what you know as a possibility of your reality. And my life has never been the same since that day. It's been a progression of change and transformation, both good and not so good. But your life begins the moment you begin to evaluate, question, weigh, measure the thoughts, the memories, emotions, and how you allow them to influence and affect you. And to realize that you can create new thought and new ideas and create a new life as a result. Up till age 20, I was living the same stuff, different day. I remember people would ask me, "How are you doing today?" And I would say, "Oh, I'm okay." Or they'd ask me what was new, and I'd say, "Oh, not much." I remember those days. And then after my experience with John, it changed everything. Everything's been new since then. Some of it good, some of it not so good. But I wanted to let him share that message with you. That your life begins the moment you start to question your thoughts, your memories, your emotions, realizing that you are not your thoughts, you are not your memories, you are not your emotions. They're implements of creation, thoughts, memories, and emotions. They're implements of your creating abilities. You as a creator use thought, you use memory, you use emotion, you use imagination, you use reason. These are implements of creation. You must begin to understand that. And once you start to reconsider what your thinking mind is thinking and what your remembering mind is remembering and what you're doing with those things, you can begin to change. I wanted to share that with you because when you experience something outside of what you know, it can really change your life in a profound and powerful way. Because it's what you do not know that will lead you to where you want to go. It's what you do not know that will lead you to where you want to go. Anyway, I just wanted to share that little message from John with you guys, and we'll come into questions and answers. It's all beginning. Yes, it is. Congratulations. Somebody said, "I walked away. It's over." Good for you. You got to walk away from the old self to get to the new self, right? Good morning, everybody. There's just a little message from my oh, good morning, Norma. You're on YouTube for a change. That's cute. Hello. Hi, guys. Oh, Don, thank you for those hearts. I really appreciate it. I'm just going to scroll through questions. The lighting the lighting's a little awkward because we've repainted in here. We're preparing to move, and so the lighting is a little off because we don't have our normal color scheme here. So I hope you don't mind on one camera I'm very white, on the other camera I'm very tanned. It's very funny to see the contrast. Is this the right place? Is the Lord Jesus here? Yes, Jesus is on earth right now. Not in the same physical embodiment he was, and not with the same name he was, but he is in the world now. He is returned. What message from Source for me? Your breath, you must understand the sacredness of your breath will alleviate much of the confusion that you have been struggling with. The orchestration of your breath, to use it deliberately and deliciously to recenter your consciousness to the heart of your being. You must get out of the head, out of the back and forth of your mind. You can do this through your breath. It is an implement of divinity when employed by you deliberately. That is, to breathe slowly, to breathe deeply, to breathe mindfully, to restore your mind and body to peace. Wow, that's a really cool message. Thank you. Good morning, Vertical. How you doing? Are my guides suggesting a move? You know they are. That's why you're asking the question. They are suggesting it and have been suggesting it for some time. I'm getting a message that you've been very reluctant to embrace it, as many of you are afraid to embrace the changes that you must embrace in order for your life to be the free expression you're seeking. You must be willing to surrender your fear. You must be willing to embrace the unknown. Wow. I feel big changes happening in the coming year. How do I let go of my, hang on, let me see that. How do I let go of my ego to be patient? What that message that just came through for that other person about using your breath, whenever you find yourself being anxious or afraid, you are not your anxiety. You are not your fear. Use your breath. Use your breath. Bring your mind and body into a state of stillness and quiet so that you as a soul can reconnect to your own energy instead of the energy of your mind and body, most of which isn't even yours because it's been programmed by the environment. Right? Wow. Oh, thank you for the gift. I really appreciate that. Do deities, somebody's asking, Santhia is asking, do deities exist and powerful, or are they representations in our mind? I'm told they can be both. They can be both. But deities do exist. The Davic kingdom exists. The angelic kingdom exists. The ascended masters exist. Divine collectives exist. Galactic entities exist. Low vibrational entities exist. Yes, deities do exist. Every single organism that you see on this planet is a form of a deity. Every living organism on this planet is a form of a deity, is the form of a deity. But there are also non-physical deities that exist as well, which are the ones we believe you're asking about. So stressed out in life, will there ever be peace? Hi, Mommy. Great username, Mommy. Yes, I would highly recommend you book a reading with me. Go to my website, williammichaelforbes.com, book a reading, and you'll find out what you need to know to end all of that in a very effective and beautiful and wonderful and joyful way, right? Your guides and angels have been trying to get you to stop doing what you're thinking, right? To stop doing what you're thinking, right? They've been trying for a while. You've got to stop. Go to my website, book a reading. Your suffering is needless. Good morning, William. Will my landlord agree to renegotiating my monthly rent? I get a yes and a no. What's the no for? The no is your desire to move. Your unconscious desire to move can stand in the way. If you really, 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 really want to be where you are, then you must release any doubt about it, that you belong there. Let him know. Let him know if you really, 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 really want to stay there. Say, I belong here. I would love to stay here. Do that. Tell him you belong there, if that's really the truth. Hi, does Spirit have any message for me today? I don't know who this young girl is that's trying to connect to you. There's a young girl that's been trying to connect to you. She's looking for guidance. She'll become really obvious to you today, but she's looking for guidance from you. She's not asking you for it, but she's looking for it. So you need to connect to that young girl and give her the guidance that she's not asking for, because she's doesn't want to ask you directly. Whoever she is, she needs your guidance. She won't ask for it because she's too proud. She's too afraid. Right? Wow, that's really cool. Question from JJ. How do I heal trauma or negative imprints from my past life? This is a great question. I would recommend, if you want to overcome past trauma really, really effectively and easily, you want to take our upcoming masterclass, which begins November the 18th, called Masterclass 102. And it's literally about letting go of the past and liberating yourself from it. Literally releasing the past from you. You want to do that right now. Don't waste time. Go register for that course. It's called Liberation. So you want to understand you will become liberated from your past and your suffering, your fear and your stress, your guilt and your shame. That's Masterclass 102, Liberation. And that's November the 18th. You can register at my website, WilliamMichaelForbes.com. Question from Daniel. Has Almoria a message for me? Oh, he just jumped up and said, yes, I do. Yes. He's saying the golden jewel upon the forehead will give the spark to the illumination you've been seeking. The golden jewel. He says, you know what he means by that. He said he used to wear one like that when he was in a physical embodiment. He used to wear something like that right on his temple, a golden jewel on his headdress. Wow, that's really cool. Thank you for that question. What do you think about hypnosis for change? I think hypnosis has its value. Unfortunately, most people don't understand it properly enough, and everybody's in hypnosis without even realizing it unless they wake up. But it's a very valuable tool if you're with the right individual who understands the function of love and creation and teaches you to awaken. You don't want to place the authority for your own creative process in the hands of anybody else, but you want to engage with people that can show you how to awaken. Hypnosis is a tool that should be only employed to awaken the soul. Hypnosis is a tool that should be employed to awaken the soul, to teach it how to run its own mind and body and emotions. Hypnosis is a very good tool for teaching an individual how to run their own mind, body, and emotions. That's what hypnosis is designed to do, to awaken you, not to put you to sleep, like most people have been put to sleep by hypnosis. Oh, you're very welcome, Gigi. JJ, Gigi. I understand. Thank you. Should I break up with my boyfriend, Matthew? Is he cheating? Well, if you've got doubt and uncertainty in a relationship, again, you should confront him with that. I think you asked this question about 3 weeks ago. The same question. You either share place your trust in him or don't place your trust in him. There's no middle ground here. Relationships are risky, but divine. There are risks involved in relationships. The fear of loss, the fear of all kinds of things, but also the bliss of love, compassion, transformation, and change. Relationships take years to perfect and will never be completed. They're wonderful, delightful things. I would encourage you personally, I would encourage you to sit down and have a communication with him. And if you feel he's cheating, and you might want to make a change, but you have to talk to him. You have to talk to him. Don't leave him out in the cold. Don't leave him wondering or expecting he knows what's going on in your mind. Men aren't mind readers. We really aren't. But please, go connect with him. Talk to him. Share your concerns. Someone says, I also need to book a reading. Really need guidance. Yeah, please book a reading. It'll totally change your life. For those of you that have any questions or concerns about my readings, go to the testimonials page on my website, WilliamMichaelForbes.com, and go to the testimonials page and see the hundreds of testimonials there from people whose lives have been revolutionarily changed because of the communication they got from their guides, their angels, their past loved ones. It's an amazing process. What does Saint Germain want me to focus on? Transformation. Using the violet fire to purify the heart of your past. Use the violet fire to purify the heart of your past. Wow. For those of you that don't know what the violet fire are, violet fire is a vibrational frequency that works in the spectrum that's perceived as purple or violet, that actually transforms and changes certain qualities of energy from one state to another, from a lower vibration to a higher vibration. I love you. You're just the best. Will I will I succeed on the project I'm processing? Yes, but you need to release. You need to release the doubt. People think doubt is what you are. A lot of people are stuck in the illusion that your emotions are who you are. Your emotions are not who you are. Your emotions are qualities of energy that reflect the ideas and beliefs that you've been given by the world or that you hold on to yourself. Every emotion corresponds to a thought or an idea that you hold in your consciousness, or an idea or thought that has been placed in your mind from your environment. It's important you learn to make the distinction between yourself, your thoughts, your emotions, your memories, and your biology for the purpose of creation. Understand that mind, emotions, memory, biology are implements, devices for creation through which you can create experiences. Very important you understand that. That you understand that. Yeah, a lot of people live in doubt, and it's not even theirs. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Yep. Should I? Oh yeah, we got that one. I must have scrolled up instead of down. Every time I'm happy, it goes away. I want to come to my target. I was close to my target, and Dad passed this year, and I'm confused. Again, your father is not
cursed. Am I cursed?
Pardon me?
Am I cursed?
No, you are not cursed. No one is cursed. No one is cursed. If you believe you are cursed, you can create an energy that can cause effects in your life that give you the illusion that you are cursed, as equally as I can have the illusion that I'm lucky, right? You are not cursed. But you do need to understand the distinction between your soul, your mind, your emotions, your body. You need to learn the distinction so that you can use these properly. You're not cursed in any sense of the word. But your confusion will end very quickly. Again, go book a reading with me. And your guides, your angels, even your father will talk to you and tell you what you need to know. Right? You have nothing to fear. Will I find a new job soon? If so, roughly how long? I'm being told you can find a job in 2 days, but your intention has not been that. They're telling me right now that you actually have a desire to do your own work, that there's something you've dreamed about doing that you're not doing. That's why this job thing has been problematic for you. It's because you're not honoring your own dream. Yes, I will. They want me to tell you, start doing what you need to do that fulfills your love and get a job. Start fulfilling your dream by doing that which you love, writing those things that you want to write, sharing your wisdom and knowledge with others, and get a job. And eventually you will no longer need the job and you will have the creative process of your own life, but you must take responsibility for your dream. You must. Otherwise you will just have a job. Is there any message for me today? I feel very lost lately. Sarah. Hi, Sarah. Sarah, take a moment right now. Like, take a really slow, deep breath right now. Just take a slow, deep breath and fill your lungs up like it's completely filled, so that you're ready to burst. Fill your lungs up like that, like you're ready to burst. And when you exhale, think, I release all my troubles. Do that. Just full breath, fill your lungs completely. And as you exhale, I release all my troubles. as you exhale. And do that 3 times. You'll feel your energy change immediately. You'll feel your energy change immediately. For those of you that are dealing with emotional baggage that you're carrying from your past, go sign up for our 102 Masterclass Liberation. It starts November the 18th. Sign up for it. You'll let go of so much baggage in just a short time frame. You don't need 10 or 20 years of therapy to heal. It can be done very quickly and easily and consciously and deliberately, and you'll know you have done it. You'll feel it. Go sign up. Question from Vertical. My friend went to the forest recently, sat by the tree, meditated, sang from joy, and admired the light piercing through the trees and felt clarity. Who was there with her? Pan. Pan was with her. He delights when anybody honors nature. Pan delights, right? Delights anyone who honors and respects nature. So it was Pan that was there with her. Any message from my grandma? She says slow down and stop hurrying. She need to slow down and stop hurrying. Question from Tanita. I recently had a private reading with a medium, and my boyfriend came through with anger and ego, denial, etc. Said to me he never loved me. She said to me that this person has not crossed over yet. Well, when I tune into him, I don't feel any of that coming from that being. When an individual leaves the physical, when an individual leaves the physical dimension, they do not carry the same emotional energy that they did when they were in the body. They carry the karma, but not the emotional energy. So I will disagree with that. And again, if I tune into him, I see a lot of, he's admitted to me that he's had a lot of confusion when he was in the physical embodiment. He had a lot of confusion. Do not take on the anger, the fear, and the judgment of others. Do not take it on. It is not yours. It is theirs to bear. Anyone who would give you anger and fear, do not take it on. Those who would give you anger and fear are giving you their anger and fear. Wow. Sorry you had to go through that, Tanita. Can a medium connect? Tanita's now asking, can a medium connect with someone that is not crossed over? And is it normal for a spirit like that to be so negative and harsh? Only low vibrational entities will express that kind of energy. Only low vibrational entities. And yes, when somebody is not around you, but they're still in a physical embodiment, you can connect to their energy. You can talk to their higher self. Again, I'd be very careful about that. If he was an angry person, if he was a frustrated person, you don't want to connect to that energy. Let it go. Let it go. And I don't know why a medium is going to bring that kind of energy through to you. I wouldn't allow that. I do not communicate lower vibrational energies. It's just not a practical thing to do. And there's enough low vibrational energy on this planet right now that's driving humanity to war and self-loathing and disrespect and insanity. And that's not okay. We have to realize that our function of love is more important than our function of fear. We have to choose it deliberately. Good morning, Lauren. How do I ascend when each step is enveloped with fear related to health issues when walking? Come to Masterclass 102 Liberation and get rid of all that, or book a reading with me. It is so simple to begin to heal your mind and your body when you understand what you are, that you are a divine soul. You have a mind, you have a body, you have emotions in the form of energy, and you must learn how to use them to create, to recreate, to uncreate circumstances and conditions consciously and deliberately. You can do this. Your mind is an instrument that you use. You are not your mind. It is an instrument you learn to use. You must learn to use your mind. Turn to your body. Do not be so angry at it. So many of you get physical conditions, you get angry, you get frustrated at your body, you attack it, you drug it, you judge it, you mistreat your bodies, and they are simply there for you to live through, to experience this dimension through. But many of you abuse your bodies and mistreat them. Stop doing that. Your body is designed to allow you to experience this world, to experience the effects of your own causes. And you cannot escape the effects of your own causes. But learn to honor the beautiful divine temple that is your body. It is an instrument, a living organism through which you can experience your creative function. Is that not wonderful? No fear, Drusilla, that's right. No fear. Am I high vibration or low vibration? You are whatever you align yourself to. Most people vacillate between high and low. One day they're up, one day they're down. Most people vacillate back and forth, like a metronome, back and forth. That's how most people spend many lifetimes, going back and forth from a good feeling to a bad feeling. Very few people understand how to transform or transmute emotional energy from one state to another. That emotion is just energy in motion, right? You can learn to transform your energy from one state into another. You can take a very painful energy like anger and rage, and you can literally change that anger and rage into a function of love. You can literally transform emotion from one state to another. They've taught us how to do that. Now we let them teach others to do that in the courses they gave us to teach, right? Are you able to see what karma we need to work through in this lifetime? Your guides and angels, Amanda, can see that. But karma is the holding on to emotional qualities and ideas that are of a low vibrational state, produce effects in our world that are detrimental to us individually and collectively. So yes, you can change your karma. You can do it right now. If you're angry, upset, any one of you, this is one of the things they taught us to do, and I'll share it with you. We teach this in the course, where you actually feel an anger or a sadness or any emotion that you don't like, that you feel uncomfortable with. You don't like feeling it, but you're feeling it. And you identify where in your body that emotion lives, because your emotions live in your body, right? And you turn your attention to that emotion, and instead of trying to get rid of it or drug it or deny it, turn to the emotion, that negative emotion, say to it, I am with you. I'm willing to love you, even if I do not understand you. Turn those thoughts towards your negative emotions and watch how the energy changes almost immediately. And that's just a small sample of what happens over a 3-week period when you can feel a change in your energy that you've initialized just by communicating differently with your own energy. It's a beautiful thing. It's so simple. I would like to book. Are there any messages to confirm I should? Just a pure yes. Just a pure, loud yes. Yes, book a reading with me. Don't waste your time struggling with your own mind. Let your guides, let your angels, let the wisdom of the galactics guide you. And then you'll become your own guide, because once you have the knowledge and wisdom of what you need to be and do, then you start to guide your own life, right? If our existing mental health systems on this planet were really effective, mental health would be the obvious state we'd be living in. Seriously, think about that. Such a grand focus, billions of dollars spent on mental health, and there's more mental disease than there has ever been before. That tells me that the function and mechanisms for mental health that are getting billions of dollars are ineffective. And yet they're very simple, efficient, cost-effective ways to heal a person's mind. That you can learn to heal your own mind, your own emotions. You can learn to do this. You can learn. They came here to teach us that. They came here to teach us how to heal our minds, how to learn to use our energy, which is your emotions. So yeah, book a reading. There's a big yes there. Just do it. Don't waste your time struggling. I keep getting the urge to start a business, but I'm having imposter syndrome. That's a normal function. Whenever you're going to try and do something new for the first time, I like that term, by the way. That's a really cool term, the imposter syndrome. What they're saying, really, the imposter syndrome is I'm wanting to be a certain way, but I'm not really that certain way, and it doesn't. I don't feel it yet. You go from being an imposter to being the actual performer. You actually act and think and be the thing that you want to be, and you will become it. In the beginning, you will feel like it doesn't feel I'm pretending. No, you keep pretending. You enact it so much more fully and complete. You get into the feeling of it, and you will actually manifest it. You will manifest it. The more you're being it, the more you become it. The more you're being it, the more you become it. Really simple, eh? But again, come out to one or two masterclasses. It's our most powerful program. And we've had students and individuals that have come through that program, and they're now running their own businesses. They're helping humanity. They're doing wonderful things, writing books, teaching others. Why do I see nothing but the negative in the world? I can see the logical side, and I know I should be happy because you're compassionate and you're empathic. As most people are, there's so many high-level empaths on the planet. What's a high-level empath? A high-level empath is an individual who is highly sensitive to the thoughts and emotions and energy around them and within them. And a lot of the batshit crazy stuff that's going on the planet right now, with people being confused about whether they're man or woman, or all that stuff going on because people are confused, not because they want to be confused, but because they can't differentiate their own thinking processes from the thoughts and emotions that are being transmitted all around us. And you need to learn how to differentiate your thoughts, your emotions, your biology from others. You need to learn to distinguish your individuality. You need to assert it in a loving, powerful, and positive way, right? But a lot of people are caught up in that. If you want to get rid of the negative emotions, stop attacking them, stop denying them, start loving them. It's completely the opposite of what anybody else is going to tell you. This is what John told me. Start loving yourself. Stop attacking, right? So when you get a lot of negative emotions, stop. Those emotions that are negative are a part of you that's feeling bad. Think about that. If you're feeling negative emotions, that's a part of you that's feeling bad. And you can turn to that part and say, "I'll get rid of you. I'm going to take some drugs so I don't feel you anymore. I'm going to, drink myself into oblivion." You can do that. Or you can turn to that emotion, that part of you that's feeling bad, and say, "I'm with you. I love you. Even if I don't know what I'm going to do with you, I love you anyway." Just communicating that way to those emotions will begin to change them. You will begin to start to change your own emotional energy. And that's the foundation of moving into creation. If you can't harness the power of your own emotions, you won't be able to harness the power of creation, because emotion is the energy that allows you to create, right? Oh, somebody gave me a super chat there. Oh, thank you for that, Ian. Really appreciate that super chat. Question from Ian. Hello, William. I just had a shoulder accident. Is this due to my own negativity? Yes and no, but having wanted some time off can create different situations, right? There's no judgment here. But again, depending on which side is, yeah. What you need to do, the place where the trauma happened in the body, Ian, the place where the trauma happened in the body is the place that needs your attention. It needs your love there. So the emotion that caused that event in the form of an accident, because emotions are causal to our experiences. All emotions become our experiences. Unless we change those emotions, then we change our experiences. But turn your attention to that place in the shoulder. Really bring your awareness to it and communicate this thought to that sensation in the shoulder right now, Ian. From this point forward, I will love you, honor you, and take care of you, even if I do not understand you. Communicate that to the shoulder right now. I'm with you. I love you. I will honor you, even if I do not understand you. and communicate that several times and become very aware of how the shoulder energy changes. Once you feel the energy changing in your shoulder, it gives you personal proof and evidence that the energy in your body will react and respond to you, and the emotional energy that's stored in your body will react and respond to you as well. Thank you for that question, Ian. Really appreciate it. Okay, so there's a sequence of 3 questions here.
3 parts, yeah. Okay.
3 parts. Here's the first part. This is on TikTok. I heard there are angels from ancestral past that are negative because they sold their souls. How do we know? Messages from our relatives are not from demons and fallen angels. This is a great question. So what they're saying, what this person's saying on TikTok, they're asking a question: are there fallen angels? No, they're not fallen angels. If they're not angels anymore, they're lower vibrational entities. We call them the dark ones, or devils, or the soul, or dark souls, whatever you want to call them. Angels are angels. It's a vibrational category. The word angelic has a vibration to it. And if you fall from that vibration, you are no longer angelic. There are lower vibrational energies and there are higher vibrational energies. You can, by your own use of your will, you can raise or lower your vibration deliberately and intentionally. If you get angry, you can lower your vibration by being angry. If you get into a state of joy, you can raise your energy. But the ones that you're talking about that can bring through dark energy, keep your vibration high, people. Like drink lots of water, eat vibrant, healthy food, exercise, keep your energy up. And you'll only connect to vibrational energies on that level. If you're in anger, sadness, guilt, and shame, you'll attract vibrational energies and entities that are on that plane of consciousness. So if you're sitting and you're feeling really depressed and sad, you'll attract entities that are on that level, and they can influence you and affect you. Just as you can raise your energy up and be the life of the party and attract incredible people to you.
So how do you know the messages that come through are not, like, from your relatives, are not demons?
Because they'll be, if they're from demons, they'll be lower vibrational energies. They'll be fear-based energy. It'll be judgmental energy. It will be fearful energy. Anyone that comes from love will not perpetuate fear. Anyone coming from truth will not perpetuate a lie. It's very simple. Love is a vibration that empowers, uplifts, and ennobles life. Fear is a vibration that diminishes, causes suffering, and debases life.
And you'd never let that through.
And I would never let that through. And neither would any light being. No angel would ever transmit a negative vibration, because it's not possible on that level. It's like if you're tuned into radio station Q105, you're not going to hear any other station. When you adjust your consciousness to a certain frequency, you won't hear the other lower frequencies. They'll be there, but you won't hear them. So you really want to work on keeping your mind and heart happy. But no, I just don't let lower vibrational beings come through, period. They just can't. I'm not on that plane anymore, right? And people are waking up now. Question from Drusilla here. Just helped the pain in my foot and ankle doing that exercise. Oh, Drusilla, thank you for that super chat. I've been feeling energies all morning around me. Who is it? Any message? Love you. Hey, Norma. It's blowing you kisses. The first thing I got was Archangel Raphael, and that the activity you just did with your foot changed the human soul. In and of itself is a function of love. Like this shirt said, when they told us to print this shirt and I should wear it on this show all the time. You are love. That is the essence of what you are. Your mind, your emotions in your body may constitute a different vibration. You can have anger in your mind, fear in your mind, doubt, guilt, and shame in your mind, but it's not who you are. You are love. And when you begin to apply the function of what you are towards all of the negative emotions inside you, you will transform and transmute them, just like Drusilla did. I wonder how Ian did with his. What happened to your shoulder, Ian, when you did that? Be interesting to know. Share your comment with us. Sir, tell me something about myself. Wow.
Yourself, he said.
Yeah, myself personally.
Yeah.
Wow. I can give you the Coles notes. The really short notes is I'm an amazing soul. I came here to serve life. My function is to help humanity awaken to its function of love. That is my purpose and reason for being on this planet, is to guide humanity back towards its function of love. That's a little something about myself. If you're asking about my personal self, my past, that's another discussion for another day. What's the best advice you can give me? Surrender your fear and doubt. If you're just asking for advice from me, I'll give you advice, certainly. Surrender your fear and doubt. Surrender it. And you surrender it not by denying it. You surrender it by loving it. And you feel anger inside, you can turn your anger and say, it's okay. I'm going to love you anyway. No matter how angry you are, I'm going to love you. You'll feel your energy change. Our masterclass 102 Liberation will really help you to understand that. You got like 4 or 5 weeks before that course begins. Lots of time to register. Go out and do it now. Don't waste time. Oh, somebody's saying we can't hear. They're saying they can't hear me on YouTube now. Let's see what's happened here. I don't know what's going on. Let's see if I clicked a button. Let's check my settings here. Let's see. Check out the audio. Oh, it says we're still plugged in here. Well, maybe if you're not hearing, Ian Spinks says it fell over. I don't know what you mean. Oh, what happened to you? When you did the activity, I can hear you fine on YouTube. Okay, so I can be heard on YouTube. And my microphone's working for TikTok, so I'm not sure. Something must have happened to your microphone, Drusilla. It's okay. Why do I crave steaks? Is eating meat wrong? No, I would not say that eating meat is wrong. Just like in the animal kingdom, there are carnivores, there are vegetarians, there are omnivores. It stands to reason that humans comprise of several different blood types, and that certain blood types predispose your biology to perhaps meat or vegetables or eating a wide variety of foods. But I would not see that eating steak is wrong. And if you're going to eat meat, I would encourage you to at least eat meat that's real, not the stuff you buy in stores. But yeah, no, I wouldn't say that eating what you're eating is wrong. But if you think it's wrong, then you might want to make a correction. In our masterclass, we teach people how to raise their vibrations through proper eating too. We have a whole juicing program that's in our masterclass series that helps people raise the vibration of the body. Meat's a lower vibrational density, but some people need it. Any messages for me? It's funny. The first thing that came to my mind was the song from the Eagles called "Take It Easy." Take it easy. Take it easy. De-stress. I don't know who's giving me that. This is a female guardian angel you've had for a while. Yes, this is the second time she's been with you. There was another lifetime she was with you, but very clear. And she's got a very soft and gentle voice. Like, take it easy. I'm phonetically reproduce her voice. Take it easy. But very soft and gentle, feminine voice. Take it easy. Where are we here? There we are. Many years of isolation due to my health. Is my purpose being fulfilled? Hi, Crystal, 1156. Yeah, health is such an important thing if you want to exist in this physical dimension, right? If you want to exist in this physical dimension, then health is really important. When you heal your body, your purpose will begin to be fulfilled. The healing process, you must learn the healing process. All these physical difficulties and challenges that people are going through on this dimension are to give them the opportunity to master a form of healing. What most people do is they defer the process of healing to something outside of themselves, which is why it's not so successful in many cases. When inside you is an intelligence and a power that can heal everything and anything, and everyone knows this, but very few people understand how to get into communion with that intelligence. You can call it God or your divinity or your angels or whatever you want to call that power. But in the function of learning to heal, self-heal, you'll come to the place where you can then fulfill your purpose, because your purpose is to teach healing, right? Oftentimes the problems you have is very closely connected to the purpose you have. I'm wondering, is there any message for Alicia? Wow, it's funny. Alicia, that name's been coming up quite a bit lately. I'm being shown a picture of someone leaning against a tree. They're wearing it's almost like a cowboy hat, and they're leaning against a tree and looking up. Why am I getting this image? This is a strong man that's sitting by this tree, leaning up against a tree. He's got he's like a cowboy, and he's leaning against this tree, and he's looking up. He's looking up. Look up, look up, look up, look up. That's the message. Look up. Look up. Stop looking down. Look up. And this is not about where you're visually looking. It's what you are giving your attention to. Raise your eyes higher. Raise yourself to love. Wow. Really cool. I think we'll take one more question from YouTube and one more question from TikTok. Someone's saying here, I am going to South Carolina. Any message? Dress down. Sorry, Lauren. That was me getting in the way there. Yeah. If you're gonna go to South Carolina, you want to get near the ocean. You're going to encounter a dolphin near the ocean. It's going to be a very eye-opening experience. When I say I mean it's going to be a very spiritual experience for you. Go near the ocean when you get there. You're going to connect with a dolphin. And again, when that happens, come and share the story of your experience in the comment section under any of my videos. So Ian's saying here, I do have to address this because Ian's saying, I've been filled with anger in this mad world. So anytime Ian, just for those of you that are just coming on and joining us now, Ian had an accident where he hurt his shoulder, dislocated his shoulder. And he's been angry at the world for a long time. Whatever emotions you hold will create experiences for you. If you're holding on to anger, you will create painful experiences. If you're holding on to guilt and shame, they will create experiences. If you're holding on to love and excitement and joy, you will create experiences with that energy. Emotions are energy in motion. Now, I want to say this to you, Ian, directly. To all the anger that you feel, not to some of it, to all the anger you feel, communicate and receive these thoughts. To all the anger that you feel. No matter what I've thought or felt or believed about you, I am willing to love you, even if I do not understand you. Communicate that to all the anger you feel right now, but communicate that thought like you really mean it. No matter what I've thought or felt or believed about you, I'm willing to love you, even if I do not understand you. And communicate that thought as often as that anger comes up. Communicate that thought to it and observe and experience how it changes when you do that, and share that experience with others. Share your experience, how your anger changes when you communicate those thought forms to it. Thought creates vibration. Vibration creates a movement in energy. Emotion is energy in motion, right? Thank you for that, Ian. Thank you for coming back to us with that. Hi, Neelam. What do my spirit guides want to tell me? You need to remember your function. You need to remember you are love. You need to be that love. Remember and be love. Remember and be love. Remember and be love. That's beautiful. Thank you so much. I want to say thank you, everybody, for coming out today. Thank you for the support on the channels, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. She's give me another question. Does Clyde still think about me? No? Which one? You want Andy? You really want anything from Brian? I don't know why, but I got take the cat out. I don't know what that means. But take the cat out. I don't know if you got a cat, take it out on leash. But he says you know what that means. Take the cat out. Okay. Have yourselves a wonderful and a joyful day, everybody. I will see you on the Friday edition of Shortcuts for Soul, where we do live Q&A only. There might even be a message or two. Have yourselves a great day, everybody. Bye for now.